Knicks Nation, happy Friday. It's Friday, the second day of February 2024. Excuse me. I hope you're safe and healthy today and your family safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, who work alongside the first responders every day saving lives, and those that do the dirty work picking up garbage for us, and those that do the humble work of making deliveries for us, and those that do the important work of delivering, rescuing, recovering teenagers and children who are victims of child molestation and pedophilia, people who are also victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography and child pornography, human trafficking and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, double curses on the profiteers, and double curses on the perverts that combine and conspire to create this industry. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. There are nearly 600,000 men, women, and children homeless in the United States of America and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There was a basketball game last night at Madison Square Garden. The New York Knicks got what I consider the biggest win of the season. The reason it was the biggest win of the season is because they were missing not only Mitchell Robinson, not only Julius Randle, not only OG Anunoby, but including also Quentin Grimes. They went with a 7-man rotation, and they went out and they were behind for most of the fourth quarters of the game, and they came back and beat the Indiana Pacers. They beat the Indiana Pacers 109-105. And to me, this is the most satisfying win of the season. Short-handed, it shows the depth of the Knicks, the preparation of the Knicks, the culture under Tom Thibodeau of the Knicks. It shows the talent that they've always had that people still don't recognize, who are NBA 2K crazies looking for trades all the time. It shows that the Knicks are ready, that they are now ready, and the championship window is opening. Great news yesterday in that Julius Randle has already started his rehab, and he's going to be reevaluated in 3 weeks, which is the week before the Knicks go to Philly to play Philadelphia 76ers on the 22nd of February, which is the date I've been trying to target as the hopeful return of JuJu. No later, hopefully, than the 24th against Boston. Speaking of Boston, in the principle that we're always outlining, that this is the league, and because it is the league, any team could be any team on any given night. Last night was a prime example in that a full-powered Boston Celtic team with all of their pieces lost to the Lakers, and the Lakers had no LeBron, no Anthony Ambulance. They had Austin Reeves scored 32. And they beat a full-powered Boston Celtic team in Boston last night. See, because this is the league, and any team could be any team on any given night. Case in point there, as well as our Madison Square Garden New York Knicks, who have won 15 out of their last 17 games since January 1st, who are now the top defense in the East, who are now the 3rd seed in the East, and they're half a game behind the 2nd seeded Milwaukee Bucks. Interesting thing is that right now, the dogfight that we already knew was going to be in the East this year, dogfight in the East, it's really now 4 teams really fighting for those 2 through 5 spots in the East. Milwaukee, New York, and Cleveland are separated by 1 game. New York is a half game behind Milwaukee, and Cleveland's a half game behind New York, followed by Philly, who is a half game behind Cleveland, and a full game behind New York, and a game and a half behind Milwaukee. It's a dogfight. After that, 6th seeded is to Indiana, who has a pretty comfortable margin. They got a game and a half lead over the Heat, and Philadelphia's got a 4-game lead on them. So they're kind of set there in the 6th spot, trying to hold on to it. Last night didn't help them too much. I mean, Halliburton was on a minutes restriction last night. 22 minutes he played, but we didn't have Julius. for minute restriction or nothing. We ain't have OG either for minute restriction or nothing. So we went with Precious Achua, Isaiah Hartenstein, Josh Hart. By the way, those three guys had 47 rebounds. And Jalen Brunson, the newly named All-Star, Eastern Conference All-Star, Jalen Brunson. And, of course, Dante, the big Ragu Devo DiVincenzo. And so, and Dante shot the ball like crap last night. But the thing I've been liking about Dante, that again, I mentioned that I noticed since his Villanova days and Milwaukee days and the Warriors days, he will hit big clutch shots. And not only has he always done that, he's actually gotten better at it in New York. We're seeing Dante reach his prime in the New York Knicks uniform. That's beautiful. And so he was shooting like crap yesterday. Let me just look at his stats. He shot yesterday 8 for 26 and 4 from 16 from 3. He was -4, but the shots he did hit were huge. Huge shots. And he made some huge defensive plays. Speaking of coming up big, how about our boy Deuce? 16 points last night. Tremendous defense, as always. Par excellence on the defensive end. And of course, Jericho Sims came in and he was playing big time. Huge blocks by Jericho. See, it's not just the stats, it's when these stats occur. And making a huge block as part of the Knicks run to come back, that was huge. Big time, okay? And then, of course, there was Jalen Brunson. 40 points. Jalen Brunson, 15 of 30. He didn't shoot the ball well from 3, but again, back to his old self. 9 out of 11 from the free throw line. 40 points, 5 rebounds. What can you say? All-Star Jalen, which we already knew, and we got All-Star JuJu, so the Knicks got 2 All-Stars, and I'm going to tell you right now, 2 All-NBA players coming into the season here. And so, big time. When OG gets back and Grimes gets back, yeah, it's going to be all that. So this Saturday night, tomorrow night, the Knicks play the Lakers. Or again, I just said, just beat Boston at full strength. This is not going to be easy. Now, I'm hoping, I have a feeling that Grimes' injury may keep him out tomorrow. I'm hoping that it doesn't keep OG out. Right now, the Knicks are just rolling. 9 straight. I mean, what can you say? 9 straight. Defense is at an all-time high. And if you notice, there was no Evan Fournier last night. You know why? Because we want to win. All you Evan Fournier lovers, I hear you. But let me just explain this about Evan Fournier. Some of y'all, I think, my opinion, you're looking at this wrong. Evan Fournier, okay, he has earned 140 approximately $1 million in his career. He has earned 140, think about that now. That's 140 million. And if you take out half for taxes, he has brought home $70 million. And you're sad because he's sitting on the end of the bench. Let me explain to you. If you have made $70 million, right, that you have, that's your money. And, you know, you're sitting at the end of the bench and you feel like you could still play. Why don't you just take a buyout and go sign as a free agent to whatever team you want? Because you got your money. No, he's not doing that. And do you know why he's not doing that? Because he wants every last dime of this $18 million he's got coming this year. Why? Because he know daggone well he is never in the rest of his life going to make any more money like that. So all you feeling sorry for this dude, stop it. He gets on the court, his biggest games in terms of scoring are Knick losses. Why? Because he could shoot, but he cannot play defense. He is certainly doesn't fit with what we got going right now. Okay, so stop all this whining about Evan Fournier. I am so glad that Tom Thibodeau decided to call on Malachi Flynn. Not enough to make it a rotation, but 7 minutes, and Flynn looked very good with Deuce. And he was out there with Deuce at one point and Jalen. Three short dudes, and they were balling. Okay, they was balling. So the defense is what the most important thing is right here, which is why I was glad he called on Flynn, former Defensive Player of the Year at San Diego State, was drafted in part because of that defense. And so you have Flynn, McBride, Sims, defense, plus Achua, defense. Achua he played 43 minutes. He's loving this. You know he's loving this, right? He's getting 40 minutes a night. I mean, I'm not saying he glad Jew is out, but I'm saying he ain't crying either because he's getting 40 minutes a night. Okay. And he had 16 boards last night, 8 on the offensive end, and he scored 12 points. And he's going to be a better scorer if he gets more minutes continued because he has a shot. He just doesn't set his feet right because he's a little nervous right now. He's a little nervous in the Madison Square Garden right now. But he's going to get settled in. And I'm telling you, he can shoot the three. And he's going to do it once he gets settled in a little bit. So we got good things happening. And of course, Hartenstein, and he had 19 boards last night. And then Hart, the one all y'all was whining about is too short, only 6'4". Oh, we don't need another 6'4" guy. Yeah. He had 12 boards last night. Okay. So, and he played like crap most of the game. Hart played like crap last night. He really did. But again, clutch plays at important moments. That's what makes championship teams. 12 boards, and most of them were big time when we needed them. The Knicks last night, between those three guys, they had 19 offensive boards between those three. Okay? That's not including the rest of the team because Sims had 4 offensive boards, but they had 19 offensive boards, those three. That's the ball game right there. See? Defense and boards, especially offensive boards. That's the ball game right there. Okay? And of course, what has been hurting the Knicks previously was missed free throws, as we know. They were missing a lot of free throws early, but that seems to be solved. And we're moving forward now. So now the Knicks are in the 3rd seed, a half game, as I mentioned, behind Milwaukee. As far as the schedule going forward tonight, as far as our arch rivals, we really just worry about Cleveland and Milwaukee right now. So neither of them play tonight. But tomorrow, Cleveland is at San Antonio. Like I said, cupcake schedule. Milwaukee is at Dallas, though. Now, I don't know if Dallas is going to have Luka or not. Let me see, because is he on the injury report? Luka's day-to-day was ruled out Wednesday because of an ankle sprain. He'll probably be back. He's a tough kid, too. Big, tough, too. Big being the appropriate word, and tough. So he'll probably be back against the Lakers on Saturday night. So I'm hoping Dallas could beat them because Dallas beats Milwaukee. The Lakers, against the Bucks. If Dallas beats the Bucks and the Knicks can get past the Lakers, the Knicks will be the 2nd seed. Okay, the Knicks will be the 2nd seed. I'm expecting Cleveland to go into San Antonio and beat them. Cleveland's like the Knicks. They're hot. And now the difference is they got a cupcake schedule. They just played Detroit. Now they're gonna play San Antonio. They beat Memphis. They should walk into San Antonio and come out with a win. So that you're gonna see a tightening up. The Knicks will still be a half a game ahead of them if the Knicks could win, but the Knicks will take over the 2nd seed if Milwaukee loses. So this is going to be big weekend for the Knicks. So that's why I'm hoping that for Saturday night, we get back OG and Anunoby. If we can get back OG, you return Josh back to the bench unit, to the Mob Deep. You have Deuce, Josh, Sims on Mob Deep right there. That's all you need. And then you got OG in the starting unit. And him, can you imagine now, him and Achua, both from, of course, the Toronto trade, they would be starting along the front line with a tough as nails roughneck named Hartenstein. This is, we in good shape, y'all. We in good shape. No JuJu, no MitchRob, 3rd in the East. We put the NBA on notice already, a while ago, but they really know now it's going to be problems coming April. So right now, it's good. It's looking good. The Knicks have won 9 straight, as I mentioned. This is going to be a tough game against the Lakers because even like I said, without Anthony Ambulance, without LeBron, they spanked Boston last night. So hopefully the Knicks will be ready. It's going to be at the Garden. As a matter of fact, the good thing about the Knicks schedule right now is that they got a long homestand. So the Knicks just beat at home the Jazz and the Pacers. They got the Lakers at home on Saturday night, and then they continued the homestand. Let me see here. They got Lakers, Memphis at home, Dallas at home, Indiana at home. That's their next 4 games. Lakers at home, Memphis at home, Dallas at home, Indiana at home. Then you finish the All-Star break with at Houston and at Orlando. So those are the 2 road games at the end of this trip right here before they get to All-Star break. Nice home stretch. The Garden is going crazy. The energy, you could see it from the television. I mean, I wasn't there, but you could see it from the television. The energy's off the chain. And so it's good. Let's enjoy this ride, y'all. Never mind these trades. Never mind these foolish talk. Never mind whining about what Tibbs didn't do or keeping somebody in the game or whatever. Enjoy the trip. Enjoy the ride. This is a rare thing we got here. We just developed the right way over the last 3.5 years. And we got a team that's ready to compete for the chip. Enjoy it. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Shalom.